Hi, guys. It's Friday. I hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Thanks so much for stopping in today, guys. So, today I wanted to come to you and share those things that I like to do to prepare my home for those guests who are always in the neighborhood and decide to just drop by without giving you a whole lot of notice. So, time is really not on your side. What do? You always want to put your best foot forward when people, come to your home. You don't want them to show up and the house is a wreck. Well, okay, my house is never a wreck, but is it always ready for guests? Absolutely not. Okay, but so here are a few of the things that I like to do that have worked for me in the past to prepare my home for those guests who are always just happen to be in the neighborhood, let's say 30, 45 minutes away. And so, guys, because my home is clean, pretty clean most of the time, I don't have a whole lot to do. However, there are those areas of the home that you really want to focus on. So, first one being here in the guest bathroom. You want to make sure that your guests have a nice, clean bathroom to use when they drop by your house. They've been sitting in the Atlanta traffic if you're here in Atlanta, and they're probably going to have to use the restroom when they come over. So, for that reason, I always keep a container of bleach in the guest bathroom. So I don't have a lot of time to really get in there and clean and scrub the toilet. So I put a few drops of the bleach in the toilet and let it sit while I take care of the other areas of the bathroom. So, switching out the guest bathroom rugs, guys, is something else that I like to do. I always keep spares in the guest bathroom there in the cabinet. Even though we don't wear shoes in the house, white rugs can tend to get a little dingy. So, I always have replacements on standby. Now, you guys know that I can't clean, even though it's a quick clean. I am not going to be caught cleaning without my Fabuloso. So, I always keep an extra bottle of Fabuloso. Here, I've just poured some in the spray bottle to have on hand for emergencies, just like the one today. So, what I'm doing now, guys, is just going over the shower. No, they're not going to use the shower, but the Fabuloso smells so amazing. I love just kind of hitting the surfaces in there so that the lingering aroma of the Fabuloso will just kind of whack them in the face when they come into the bathroom and I don't know, leave them with a really good impression. All right, and so while the bleach continues to sit in the toilet bowl, I'm just going to make sure I get the seat of the toilet, the lid, the back of the toilet. This is where they're going to spend their time. So you want to make sure their little temporary throne is nice and clean. Have you guys seen those movies or those commercials where they show someone going into someone's restroom or I don't know, some random part of the house? And when no one is looking, they run their finger across an item to see if there's any dust. Yeah, those thoughts, you'll never catch me slipping, okay? I always make it a point to dust the artwork here in our house. And so now I'm just going to go and just briefly wipe down the countertops. I'm not really lifting up anything. Okay, well, I did lift it a little bit there, but typically I would move the whole thing out and dust each item one by one. I'm just kind of halfway doing it right now. Just want to make sure there's no sticky gunk or dust, like I said, on the surfaces here. All right, and so we like to think that we have really clean guests, okay? We want to think and just hope that they're washing up after they handle their business in the bathroom. So, for that reason, I like to make sure that I have ample hand towels in there for them to wash and dry their hands. So, I like to keep some here on the sink in the basket, and then I keep extras right there in the drawer. Okay, so at this point, I am just about finished with the bathroom. So I'm going to go and get the pads for my Swiffer. So you guys see, really quick story here. You see that I'm taking my cleaning supplies out of the cabinet in the kitchen. Well, these items used to be kept in the mud room, but we relocated them because the mud room is going to be Watson's home. Just a quick update on Watson. I won't go all into it now, but if you check out my last video where I did a decorate with me, I tell you everything as it relates to Watson and him when he's going to arrive in that particular video. But yeah, so now I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick Swiffer here in the bathroom. And so just in case you were wondering, well, Tan, what do your guests do with the hand towels? Do they just leave it in the sink? No, they drop their hand towels in this container here that says towels on it. As you can see, I need to replace that label. Looks like someone has dropped some water on it and the letters are kind of leaving us here. But yeah, so they just drop their towels into that container. And so now have the floor taken care of. Now I want to make sure I switch out the trash can liner. And again, having things on hand in each room that you're cleaning really makes cleanup a lot easier. So we keep our trash bags, we keep separate trash bags here in the bathroom. And I love the way we tie them there so that we don't have a saggy bag. And so at this point, the bleach has been sitting long enough. I am going to go ahead and give it a flush. All right. And as you can see, guys, there is no ring. And the ring I'm speaking of is that red hard water ring. We get that sometimes. Okay. And so now what I'm going to do is take it a step further and put just a few drops of my Fabuloso into the toilet. Just a few drops, guys. Not enough to even tint the water, but there's enough in there that when your guests go to use it, you know, whatever hits the toilet, it's going to be a nice aroma that bounces back. And so I always keep some Fabuloso on hand just for that. And I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys leave your restrooms with the lids up or down? I prefer down. And oh yeah, I always change the toilet tissue roll also. I keep a supply of it here, as you can see, underneath the cabinet. But I didn't need to switch it out this particular day because I had done it the day before. And so now all I'm going to do is put down some clean rugs. I keep a couple of pairs of rugs in that cabinet that you see there. And so I've taken out the old ones and I'm just putting in the new ones. And we're on to our next room. And so our next area that I really have to do when I have guests stopping by unannounced or unexpectedly is the entryway area, okay? We do not wear shoes in the house, nor do our guests. So I just really don't want to have people coming over walking on dirty floors. So it's very important to me that I make sure my entryway is clean. So here I am vacuuming the rug. Also, that little basket that you see there to the right of the door. That basket houses all of our slippers and socks for our guests when they come over, and it's all new, okay? After a guest wears the slippers or the socks, they actually take them with them. So I try to make sure I keep an ample supply of slippers and socks in that basket for our guests. Nothing says welcome to my home like the sun shining in and a nice breeze blowing through the windows. So if they're not already opened, I love to go and open the shutters and let the windows up. And so next I give the fastest vacuum to this rug ever. Like, I don't even think I do the inside of the rug. I just do like the corners, the perimeters of the rug. I don't really do the entire rug because that would take too long and we have other stuff to do. So I give just a really quick, brief vacuum to the rugs. And just like with the vacuum cleaner, guys, I don't Swiffer the entire downstairs here. I just hit on a few spots. I'm looking, really looking for lint and dust bunnies. And if I don't see any, I just keep it moving. And guys, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The kitchen is it's my area of the house. It is the area of the house I just have to keep clean. And so the kitchen for the most part is just about always clean, and thank goodness, because again, you just never know when people want to stop by. So what I'm doing right here, because I don't have any dishes to wash, I just want to freshen up the water in my coffee maker just in case someone wants to have, a little coffee or some tea. And just like with opening up the windows, nothing says you are welcome to my home like a fresh smelling candle. And it never hurts too, guys, if you can have a seasonal candle. And finally, guys, you can add the ultimate statement by bringing in fresh flowers. While I was busy cleaning, Eric ran out and grabbed some fresh flowers for me. I love these seasonal moms. They add just the perfect amount of color for our guests. And yes, guys, you can put them inside. Let me know what you guys do to prepare your home for those unexpected guests. And thanks so much for stopping in today, guys.